Shock and awe at the International China Air Show 2024. It just closed, and as always, we got our eyes on the prize. Here's the specs. At least 1,000 exhibitors, more than 500,000 visitors, and a record $40 million worth of deals. That's peanuts in terms of military-industrial complex that was heavily represented at this year's show, and if you happen to be an avid armed forces enthusiast, then look no further. We got you covered on the future of war. Let's get it. Straight out of the gate, it's GDF-600. This hypersonic drone is unique in that it can carry different payloads like missiles, drones, or electronic warfare systems, all while gliding. It can serve as a mothership and launch drones directly, increasing usable range to almost 1,000 miles or 1,500 kilometers. As for GDF-600 itself, a ballistic missile or a rocket booster starts it off. The drone's total weight is 5 tons and it can carry up to 2,600 pounds or 1,200 kilos. It can go as fast as Mach 7, traveling up to 370 miles or 600 kilometers on its own, and as high as 20 miles or 40 kilometers. This bad boy can carry 5 different types of weapons, which makes it a powerhouse for missions from reconnaissance to strikes against land and sea. The materials and the build is the real kicker here though. Apparently, Chinese engineers have achieved the impossible. With the help of thermal protection technology, they've created a nose shield for the hypersonic missile made of steel instead of heavy and expensive tungsten. An even bigger star of the air show this year was the 5th generation stealth fighters made in China and Russia. Check this out. The J-35A Airblade, a new 5th generation multi-role stealth fighter that's already in service with the Chinese. The 35 is equipped with 2 advanced Chinese-designed engines, which local media reports is more efficient than the Russian-made engines used in the rest of the Chinese fleet. The twin-engine ground-based fighter is also reported to have radar evasion capabilities, as well as advanced reconnaissance and stealth technologies. Developers are now testing the next version of the J-35A, designed to be based on an aircraft carrier, which is equipped with folding wings and an ejection system. Chinese official sources say this one will allow it to compete with the US for air dominance. Incidentally, this new version is said to bear a striking resemblance in design to the US F-35A Lightning II from Lockheed Martin, its direct competitor on the international market. Although the exact specs of the J-35 are kept secret, it's said to be superior in a number of parameters to its American counterpart. Do we believe? Yay or nay? Let us know in the comments. Another PLA low observable aircraft at the air show was Chengdu J-20. Unlike the F-35A, the J-20s are equipped with Russian-made engines, which China has relied on after previous unsuccessful attempts to produce its own aircraft motors. A mock-up of the 2-seater option of the J-20's stealth fighter was also presented. Reportedly, the second crew member could control and coordinate the drones from the sky or perform other tasks such as dropping them bombs or navigation. If you thought the list of Chinese stealth fighters ends here, you'd be wrong. An updated version of J-15T naval fighter was showcased as well. This single-deck aircraft can perform tasks to attack ground targets as well as destroy ships. Compared to its predecessors, the J-15T features new avionics, a Chinese-made engine, and ejector seats. The plane can operate from China's most advanced aircraft carrier, the Fujian, which is one of only 2 aircraft carriers in the world equipped with electromagnetic catapults, the second being USS Gerald Ford. To go along with these stealthies, China brought out the J-16D, its electronic warfare fighter bomber. Based on the Russian Su-27 jet, this 2-seater is equipped with a 30mm single-barrel automatic cannon and 12 external mounting points for mounting fuel tanks, equipment, or various weapons such as guided and unguided missiles and bombs. Russia, meanwhile, unveiled its 5th-gen Su-57 multi-role fighter, first time at an international event. The The Su-57's speed is more than twice the speed of sound, and its armament is represented by a wide arsenal of all types of missiles. The 57 is characterized by outstanding aerodynamic characteristics, which was demonstrated and was the highlight of the show. During an interview after, the pilot noted that the plane can perform vertical maneuvers without loss of control or altitude, demonstrating exceptional thrust. However, what the Russians were really pushing for was the plane's demonstrated experience against advanced air defense systems. Not surprisingly, the first Su-57 export contract was signed at the air show this year, but the buyer, however, is still kept secret. Another thingamajig from Russia was a drone suppression complex with a name I'm not even gonna attempt. This weapon to counter a group attack of UAVs has already been tested in the field and is now being prepared for the conveyor belt. Quote, "The product is designed for swarm drone attacks controlled by operators. Its EW capabilities will effectively deter single and multiple targets." End quote. The name of the thing I'm not even going to try to pronounce blocks control in video stream channels while interfering with drone satellite navigation modules. And that's all fine and dandy, but here's the big kahuna. 6th Gen Bitey, or as they call it, White Emperor fighter jet. So far, it's only a concept, but it shows China's ambitions for advanced aerospace technologies. Turns out, the White Emperor not only accelerates to supersonic speeds, but can actually go beyond Earth's atmosphere. Fully updated avionics that improve machine-to-human interaction and simplified maintenance processes make it easier to use and prep for flights. White Emperor includes a bigger weapons bay, allowing it to carry heavy air-to-ground munitions. This design choice increases stealth because the armament is located inside the fuselage. It also reduces the aircraft's radar signature while maintaining offensive capabilities. The fighter's angular, streamlined design also maximizes stealth and maneuverability. Its pointed nose makes it super aerodynamic, and its delta-shaped, sharp-edged wings lets it accelerate 6 times the speed of sound. Imagine the pilot's face when he hits that 200 Gs, bruh. Moving on, here's another drone, AVIC's Smart Configuration Support UAV, SSUAV for short. It was designed for a variety of missions including maritime attacks, surveillance, swarm landings, airborne communications, and long-range logistics. With that list, it's almost indispensable in today's environment. And to make it all work, the developers gave this 16-ton vehicle modular architecture, high level of situational awareness, and an open ecosystem. That being said, it can carry up to 4 tons. The SSUAV can fly as high up as 9 miles or 15 kilometers for up to 12 hours, reaching max speeds of up to 430 miles or 700 kilometers per hour. Word on the street is that these nifty little gizmos have already been spotted in key regions: the South China Sea, the Taiwan Strait, and the border with India. Now, if you're not amazed yet, then this next generation drone will rock your socks. It was declassified specifically for the air show this year. Meet CH-7. This innovative combat drone from the Chinese Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation is equipped with the latest in stealth technology. Its low observability is ensured by a hidden air intake in the back, a rear exhaust, and an internal compartment for weapons and sensors. The CH-7 is designed for long reconnaissance missions at high altitude, sliding deep into enemy airspace to gather intelligence and direct strikes. Turns out the yellow color of the prototype indicates the final stages of testing. Duly noted. And although the drone has not yet been shown in flight, its paper specs are pretty impressive. The mysterious long-range stealth drone reaches speeds of almost 620 miles or 1,000 kilometers per hour and can stay in the air for about 15 hours, all the while carrying 10 tons. You won't be surprised to find out the drone's design resembles that of the US RQ-180 and X-47B UCAVs. We believe that's partly due to U.S. restrictions on exports of advanced tech because that creates favorable conditions for Chinese machines internationally. Plus, it's cheaper. Come to think of it, the Chinese spare neither effort nor money to hustle the market for anything: robotics, electric cars, and now military equipment. Now, I've asked this before and I'll ask this again. Should we be doing something about it? Let us know in the comments. And here's another one. The Armed Utility Helicopter Z-20. In China, it's positioned as a potential solution to the Chinese Navy's inability to protect its warships from underwater attacks. Well, the Pentagon in their last year's report compared the Z-20 to the US SH-60, noting that the former would indeed improve the Chinese anti-submarine warfare capabilities. Its long-awaited fourth-generation military helicopter is equipped with advanced sensors and external suspension units for weapons and other payloads such as extra fuel or aerial refueling. Now, one of the sensations at the show, however, was the announcement of Deep Blue Aerospace, another Chinese company, to kick off suborbital space travel as early as 2027. The fact is that China is actively developing reusable rocket tech which reduces the cost of flights, making them affordable to a wider audience. We gotta pick up the pace, Elon. Another world debut at the show was a unique unmanned combat vehicle codenamed Orca. It's a 200 feet or 58-meter trimaran that combines advanced technology, powerful weaponry, and modularity to perform a variety of missions. Orca is capable of patrolling, anti-submarine, and air defense missions. It can also strike surface targets and participate in rescue operations. In its basic version, Orca is equipped with anti-ship and surface-to-air missiles as well as torpedoes. Its deck can accommodate multiple unmanned helicopters, expanding search and strike capabilities. The aft houses the HQ-10 defense system, while a medium-caliber retractable cannon gently rests on the bow. An integrated mast with radar arrays, ESA tech, hydroacoustic systems for underwater threat detection, and full autonomy. Now that's an Orca. The aft houses the HQ-10 defense system, while a medium-caliber retractable cannon gently rests on the bow. An integrated mast with radar arrays, ESA tech, hydroacoustic systems for underwater threat detection, and full autonomy. Now that's an Orca. My scriptwriters tell me this next one is a military sensation, well, if only for the name. The Loong-X missile defense system is designed to fight medium-range ballistic missiles and is capable of bullseyes in the middle and final stages of the flight. This means it can intercept missiles at a range of up to 1,800 miles or 3,000 kilometers both in and outside the Earth's atmosphere. This advanced technology is already being compared to the US THAAD system, demonstrating China's defense ambitions. The system comprises a pair of 8x8 wheeled carrier-mounted launchers with 6 missiles each. It uses cold launch at a steep, near-vertical angle. The system comprises a pair of 8x8 wheeled carrier-mounted launchers with 6 missiles each. It uses cold launch at a steep, near-vertical angle to hit targets at speeds of up to 6 miles or 10 kilometers per second. The carbon fiber missiles can withstand overloads of up to 60 Gs and use radar and infrared guidance, reducing atmospheric interference. But frankly, it wasn't the Loong-X that drew the most media attention at this airshow. Once again, China Aerospace Industries Corporation unveiled its new Loong-X, abbreviated WL-X combat drone. This innovative medium-altitude platform combines long flight duration with an impressive arsenal for combating both surface and underwater targets. The arsenal includes YJ-9E anti-ship missiles, ET-60 torpedoes, PL-108 light air-to-air missiles, and hydroacoustic buoy ejection devices. Additional weaponry includes anti-radar and anti-ship missiles, as well as high-precision LS-6 bombs weighing 550 and 1,100 pounds, or 250 and 500 kilos respectively. The drone can be equipped with EW modules, which enhance the drone's reconnaissance and defense capabilities. According to CCTV, the Loong-X is China's largest and heaviest armed reconnaissance and strike drone, and it's now undergoing test flights. At this point, it seems they're just showing off, because the same company presented their ARJ-21 jet, which has been renamed to C909. Since its launch into commercial use, the company's 150 airplanes have already carried 17 million passengers. At the same time, the jetliner has been constantly improved on in terms of performance, cabin comfort, and crew working conditions. Now, the developers offer several versions of the C909 with different cabin configurations. Some of the main features of the model include the ability to take off and land on short, narrow runways, as well as operate at really high altitudes. Overall, excellent, but against the backdrop of other military innovations, the airliner didn't really stir up a lot of emotions. Finally, we saw the Scorpion D, the world's first large, 4-engine drone with a fully modular fuselage that allows for rapid customization. The China Civil Aviation Administration predicts that low-altitude aviation markets will reach $200 billion by 2025 and $480 billion just 10 years from that. As of today, Shenzhen alone has established 207 low-altitude routes and 249 stations, including automated hangars and airports, making it Big Papa in this field both in the country and the world. Yet, it's not easy to develop this industry even in China due to lack of standards and infrastructure. Still though, just like everything, it's a numbers game, and it seems that the rest of the world will soon have to play catch-up. Okay, lastly, remember the lunar mission Chang'e 6? Well, the Chinese, for the first time ever, showed samples collected from the dark side of the moon. They also showed their return capsule and other artifacts from the mission. There's more, but we're out of time, so subscribe to the channel, like our videos, and check out our Instagram for more from the world of high tech.